Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to explain the last paragraphs, of the story, The Midnight Visitor. Some of the paragraphs I have explained, so means half I have explained and half left. So half I am going to explain now. Balcony, Max said. Who was the Max? The Max is the man who was also a spy and he wanted to collect the uh, information, the important piece of paper Osabel was expected to receive, and who is talking one of his colleague or friend, that is Fowler, with a rising inflection, means with a rising tone. And no, Pasky, I did not know about the balcony. It might have saved me some trouble had I known. It is not my balcony, Asabel said. Means the Max wanted to know about the balcony and about the all the things. So see Asabel how he fooled him, and escape from that man. It is not my balcony, Asabel said with extreme irritation. It belongs to the next apartment. He glanced. He was looking at that explanatorily at Fowler. Fowler was his companion. They both were talking, together. It was the Max who was the third person who had involved in the affair, in order to receive the important piece of paper. You see, he said, this room used to be a part of large unit, and the next room through that door there. Means Osabel is trying to give explanation, in detail about the construction of the balcony and its everything, every part. Used to be the living room, it had the balcony which extend under my window. Now you can get onto it from the empty room 2 doors down, and somebody did last month. And with reference, okay with a false reference, Osabel was successful in convincing Max and Fowler as the same that it is a balcony. And last time a man escaped from here. So same things will be done by Max also when the knocking will be there at the door. The management promised to block it off, means close it permanently, but they haven't. Max glanced at Fowler, who was standing stiffy not far from Osabel. Stiffy means very silent, and very frightened, very pale, and he was thinking that I will be shot. I will be dead today, So this shows his fear, and initially he was showing that I am very smart and very intellectual and very thoughtful, and he was trying to convince here Osabel. And see the presence of mind, of Osabel, that he was not frightened. There was no less of uh, fright in his mind and in his behavior, in his appearance, or nothing was there. And waved the gun, with a commanding gesture. Please sit down, he said. We have a wait of an hour. I think this was the statement of Max, the robber, we can say, the thief, we can say. 31 minutes, Osabel said moodily, means very lightly. The appointment was for 12:30. I wish I knew how you learned about the report, Max. Means now he is trying to engage Max in the conversation so that time is, and someone knock the door and I convince Max that it is the police. Like this is trying to fool him. The little spy smiled heavily. This shows his uh, cunningness. Actually he was showing his smartness, evil. And we wish we knew how your people got the report, but no harm has been done. I will get it back tonight. What is that? Who is at the door? Fowler jumped at the sudden knocking at the door. Fowler was a little bit frightened. Osabel just smiled. That will be the police. He said, I thought that such an important paper as the one we are waiting for should have a little extra protection. And now see how Osabel is trying to convince Max and Fowler at the same time that I am going to receive a very important piece of paper, and it can't be happen. It can't be taken place without protection of police. It's very important. He said, I thought that such an important papers as the one we are waiting for should have a little extra protection. I told them to check on me to make sure everything was all right. Means it was my request to the police officers that please come and visit my room, okay, in that address or in that restaurant. I am staying in that room number, and that's why perhaps they are coming, and this is the right time they have reached here. Very confidently he convinced Max and Fowler both that it is the police who is knocking at the door. The Fowler was already, frightened, and he was unable to speak anything comfortably. But Max was here convinced, okay, because Max was the thief, Max was the spy, and Max wanted the piece of paper, the important piece of paper from Osabel. I told them to check on me to make sure everything was all right. Max bit his lip nervously. This shows his annoyance, upset, angry, okay, and shocking nature. Bit his lip means very much annoyed, unhappy, upset with the situation. The knocking was repeated. What will you do now, Max? Now the table turned, okay, to Max, and he is trying to convince Max. Then what would be your next step? Osabel asked. If I don't answer the door, they will enter anyway. See the convincing skill. Initially, he was looking just like a dull and you know uh, foolish man, but see the intellect, and that's why we can say that don't judge a book by its cover. Anyway, the door is unlocked, okay, and they will not hesitate to shoot. They are the police officers, and I have requested them to please come and take notice of the protection of the piece of papers that I am going to receive today. And if I will not respond, the knocking of the door means if I will not open the door, they will definitely break the door and enter. Okay, and will shoot except me. So just think, Max. If I don't answer the door, they will enter anyway. The door is unlocked, and they will not hesitate to shoot. Mac's face was black with anger. This shows that he was completely angry as he backed swiftly towards the window, and now he was moving back, okay, towards the window that was explained by Osabel, that this is a balcony and that leads you, okay, to a two-bedroom, okay, apartment somewhere, but it was leading nowhere, but it was the death hole. We swung a leg over the sill, sent them away. This was the statement of, Max. He warned, I will wait on the balcony, send them away, or I will shoot and take my chances. This was the demanding statement, okay, commanding statement, or just threatening statement of Max, that you please send the police away from this, room. Otherwise, what will I do? I will just shoot you, okay. I am waiting for my chance, okay, in the balcony. So do it very fast. The knocking at the door became louder, and a voice was raised. Mr. Osabel, Mr. Osabel. But actually, it was not the police officer. It was the reception, or see who is there, keeping his body twisted so that his gun still covered the fat man and his guest. The man at the window grasped the frame with his free hand to support himself. See how very smartly and and with full rapt attention, he is trying to escape, okay, with gun point, that that with a warning he's telling that just don't do anything, okay. Just send the police officers away from this room, and I'm coming back. I'm waiting for my turn, for my chance in the balcony. And now he's very stealthily, okay, sneakily, just trying to move in the balcony. Then he swung his other leg up and over the windowsill. The door knob turned. Okay, swiftly Max pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill and dropped to the balcony. And now he slipped inside, stealthily, okay, and sneakily. And then, as he dropped, he screamed once, shrilly, okay, means really in pain, because he did not reach in a room, okay, he reached at the ground floor and perhaps dead there. The door opened, a waiter, okay, stood there with a tray, a bottle, and two glasses. And see how he pulled. It was the waiter who was carrying some breakfast for Osabel and his partner, friend, Fowler. Here is the drink you order for when you returned, he said, and set the tray on the table deftly, means very nicely, un uncorked the bottle, means he was taking out the cap of the bottle, and left the room. White face here refers to terrified, okay, pale face. This shows that he was very much terrified. Fowler stared after him. He was looking at him, but he stammered, "The police." There were no police. Osabel sighed. This shows that he was now feeling now comfortable. Only Henry, whom I was expecting. But won't that man out on the balcony? Fowler began, means he wanted to just know what happened with that man who jumped inside the balcony. No, said Osabel. He won't return. You see, my young friend, there is no balcony. Means it was not a balcony, it was the death door, okay. If anyone wanted to commit suicide, just they are moving that. And Max perhaps committed suicide thinking that I am escaping myself, I am hiding myself, okay, in the balcony, and again I am coming back to see Osabel and get the important piece of paper who is going to receive today. And in this way, Osabel very smartly, okay, come out of the that problem, and that is known as resourceful, okay, intellectual, thoughtful. So in this way, the story ends. You will do all the NCERT questions of this story, The Midnight Visitors. Some of the words they have written here, okay, and some of the words you will see if you don't know. And this was, I think it was the homework you had to do, but very few have given, okay. So you please all do it. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you all.